Well, welcome to my weekend motorcycle review. 1/6 scale motorcycle. You will notice it's standing on its back wheel on its own, and both my hands are here, and there's nothing round it. This thing is so much fun, it's untrue, and quite possibly the ultimate thing for RCing under shelter in place or quarantine. Want to see how we got here? Keep watching. Welcome to my weekend motorcycle review. I'm not sure if that's quite how you pronounce it. It's Huican. So Huican. Anybody out there know any different? Please tell me. Why are you reviewing this, Richie? Well, the nice people at Huican asked me to review this, and it's maybe something a little bit different. But the reason why it caught my attention is I've always really fancied an RC motorcycle, and I think this could be the ideal thing for like playing around my yard with. Top speed, just 20 kilometers an hour, but I'm figuring that you're probably not going to be able to drive an RC motorcycle that fast without quite a bit of practice. Anyway, it comes with a 2S LiPo. In fact, that thing is completely ready to run. 2.4 gigahertz radio. It's got a light, it's got sound on board it, and it's got working suspension. And according to the box, this thing is capable of doing quite a few stunts, including drifting. Anyway, let's get a box home, see what we get for our money, get the thing on charge, and take it outside. You cannot believe it balances by itself. Now you can get this 1/6 scale motorcycle available in red or yellow. Now, I know I've got the yellow one because I've had a sneak peek inside the box just now. So what do we get for our money? I will put a link to this below the video. It's available on AliExpress only at the minute. But they do ship fairly fast. User manual, gonna check that out in a second. Let's get straight down to the heart of the matter with the bike. Okay, well, this is a controller. It does have that almost like PlayStation-like feel to it. It is fully proportional, 2.4 gigahertz control on there. Everything's spring-loaded. We've got various buttons on there, a lot of which control the stunts and the drifting of the motorbike. As I said, first motorbike I've ever had, so not quite sure what to expect. Anyway, what else do we get? We get a USB charger and screwdriver included in there. User manual, which I shall read through before powering it up and going for a test drive outside, which we will be doing later on in this video. Anyway, let me get the camera down, pan around the bike and the driver, then let's read the instruction manual, get the thing on charge, get some batteries in the transmitter, and get testing it outside. Well, I'm having a reasonably good feel about this. You can actually detach the rider, and I'm thinking at some point this week, how about putting the GoPro 7 on there, so you're getting the driver's perspective and drive around the yard with it on there. Should I do that? Have your say in the comment section below the video. It's not got a bad scale look to it at all. I have to say, first impressions are not too bad at all. As I say, it's my first RC motorcycle, so I wasn't quite sure what to expect, but the driver figure appears to be fairly detailed. You've even got mock engine block and these little knee pads on there. Now I believe it has got working lights on there on the front. Not sure if there's one round at the rear. Yeah, we look to have a rear light as well. Now it has two modes according to the instruction manual. It has an indoor mode and an outdoor mode. Now this is obviously going to be road focused, but this front rubber tyre appears to look fairly grippy. Yet sure, the back one, oh, that's actually got rubber inserts in there as well. Interesting. Now, I'm going to move the front wheel. The driver doesn't move when you move the front wheel. It doesn't, none of the body moves, anything like that. Let me turn it on its side so we can have a look underneath. And we've got a little light bar underneath as well. It's got a 6-axis gyro located in the back wheel, and according to the outside of the box and the internet description of it, this thing is going to be able to stand upright, stationary. Not only that, you're going to be able to get it to wheelie, and it's going to be able to hold that wheelie on the spot and even spin round just on the rear tyre. So I think we can safely say yours truly is quite looking forwards to testing this thing outside. On off switch on there, And if anyone's wondering where it charges up, you see the tiny little USB charging port to the side of the on-off switch. Now first up, I would point out they quote a drive time of this bike between 60 and 90 minutes. It's actually quoted as longer than that on the internet. 60 meter range, 3 meters a second speed, and a 2S 1200 milliamp LiPo on board that thing. And about 2 hours to charge up that LiPo. Okay, now I've not driven it yet, but it's beginning to impress me from the outset. We have got a surface selection button here between smooth and rough. This button here is for either indoor mode or outdoor mode. Lights on off, sound on off, transmitter on off, forwards, backwards. Well, let's just see if it goes backwards, left and right, and our A and B buttons, which I guess are for doing stunts with the bike. 2 AAA batteries underneath. Time to open that up, pop some batteries in. Now I'm going to go through the pairing process in a minute, but first of all need to charge the battery because it's got absolutely zero juice in it at all. Okay, now first of all, to pair the bike with the transmitter, turn the transmitter on, turn the bike on holding it upright, and it should pair. The one thing I should say is when you pair it, you're supposed to move the stick forwards and then backwards to pair it. Like another magic trick, the thing is standing upright on its own with the gyro now holding it completely off the ground. Just to prove there's nothing underneath it here. Just sliding the piece of paper under that completely. Anyway, time to take this bad boy outside. Just remember guys, if you like what you see today, don't forget to subscribe.
I'm just taking it steady. We're not near full throttle as yet, although I imagine it's not going to be that rapid. Turn left, turn right. Whoa, and we have a faller. Maybe a little bit more speed needed in those turns, Rich. Not the best of surfaces to be testing it on, but we have to do with what we have to do. But it's not doing badly, he says. Now, it has got a drift mode according to the instructions. Yours truly is going to see if we can get a bit more speed on there. But it's not doing badly. I was not quite sure what to make of it. Anyway, let's give it full throttle. That is full throttle, Rich. So, it is not the fastest thing in the world. But saying that, for this, for shelter in place, not too bad at all. I'm sure yours truly can get the thing going a little bit faster. Fully proportional. Now, it says when you're in a turn, going flat out, press the B button. Oh, and it does drift. Now, it's got a drift mode, so when you're going along on full throttle and you're turning, you hit the B button and it begins to drift. So let's try that. And you see that rear wheel is sliding round. Oh yeah, oh, too much, Rich. It says rough surfaces. Oh, but not grass. Now, the thing being, you think motorcycles can't reverse. This one can. I'll even turn while reversing as well. And full throttle, Rich, nail it. It's quite a fun little thing. I think as a first motorcycle, it's good. I think something much faster, even in this yard, would actually be quite a handful. Because it's quite a sharp learning curve, even though it's right at keeping itself upright with that gyro. Okay, you can also balance it on its back wheel, and you can move it from left to right just on the back wheel alone. I would say the battery life between 60 and 90 minutes, and I can well believe that because I've left this on the side for about 5 minutes and it's just self-balancing itself. Well, I'll move the car out the garage so we can test it on the garage floor. Okay, going to try the stunt function out indoors. So we're going to press the A button. Quite a neat little party trick on there. We're going to try and hit the drift mode. So as I go forwards and then turn hard right, I'm going to hit the B button and see how we drift. Oh yeah. Oh, now it will go backwards, as I say. I'm going to go too fast backwards. Okay, full on acceleration run. Well, in conclusion, my Huican motorbike is not bad at all. And I think it's actually the ideal thing for me to actually be learning about an RC motorbike, because I've already learned like you need a little bit more speed on than you think you need to when cornering, otherwise the thing will just lose its balance and fall over. So you do need some speed on there, but something even double the speed of this would be an absolute handful in my yard, because it covers the yard surprisingly quickly, even though only is doing a top speed of something like 20 kilometers an hour. The fact that it does this self-balancing thing is absolutely outstanding. And having played around with it for quite some time off camera, I can quite well believe that 60 to 90 minute battery time, depending on whether you have it set on the indoor mode or the outdoor mode. To my mind, it's a great RC toy for use under shelter in place, particularly given that battery duration. Anyway, hope you like this video, folks. Anyway, folks, I put a link to the bike below the video if you're interested.
Well, thumbs up if you like this video, guys. Post any comments you might have in the comment section below the video, and hit the circle below to subscribe. And if you do hit the circle, don't forget to hit the bell.